Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Brown and a warm welcome to the How to Cameron channel. In celebration of LGBT Pride Month, I wanted to respect the LGBTA+ community. Wait, I just realised LGBT doesn't contain the letter A, so it doesn't abbreviate asexuality. That's a bit discriminatory. I'm very angry. Grrr. I shouldn't go with PewDiePie, people are going to call me out for that. In celebration of Pride Month, I wanted to learn more about specific sexualities. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video made by my good friend Ash Hardell, more like Ash Hardman, because she's so cool. She pretty much is a LGBT YouTuber who makes tons of videos regarding knowledgeable videos, which... you know, she tries to teach people about LGBT, and she clearly has good intentions, but for someone like me, someone who is kind of like, I don't know, normal, this video is going to get controversial, isn't it? I'm not obsessed with sexuality or sex or anything like that. I genuinely don't care. It's something that I think is very in the moment, and it's something that I'm not fantasized with. I used to be, but not anymore. And I've never really had any issues with my sexuality or identity, so I understand that there may be a little bit of a lack of empathy on my behalf, but I just wanted to take a look at this video because it's quite interesting. Before this video starts, leave me a like, subscribe if you're new, let's get watching. So, I firstly want to start off this video by just saying that asexuality, I don't think, exists. Because what I thought asexuality was, is when people are not attracted to anyone. Well, actually, the definition, the new definition, because it's definitely been changed, is a lack of sexual attraction. So there is some, there's just a lack of the great majority, or low or absent interest. I thought asexuality was concerned with just having no sexual appeal to anyone. And if you think about it in that way, when you look at the body and you look at hormones, you look at what actually makes you attracted to other people sexually, it doesn't make sense to not be attracted to anyone. It genuinely is unnatural, and that's not me trying to be controversial. That's me simply being factual. It's also not biological to be gay. It's also not biological nor natural to be anything bar straight. But that doesn't mean that it's wrong, and I want to clarify that now. So asexuality is very interesting to me. A lot of people at my school have claimed that they're asexual, then are not asexual anymore. So I think that it actually has quite a bad rep. I don't care if you're asexual. I don't care what sexuality you are. I believe it exists to that definition, but not completely eradicated, because it's impossible to not be sexually attracted to anything. Like, that's physically impossible. I've noticed how she's sponsored by AdamandEve.com, and this website is concerned with just sex toys, pretty much. It's funny how asexuality, which talks about how there's a lack of sexual attraction or sexual activity, and she's saying that they use sex toys. Why do they use sex toys if they don't want any sexual activity? It doesn't make any sense. But actually, reading this definition, it says lack of sexual attraction to others. So it means people, pretty much. So sex toys are fine. But again, this definition just seems too... I don't know, it seems too defensive, you know? It's just a bad definition in general. It's not at all linear. It's got like 100 different alternations. Right, let's get watching this video. Now, I understand that this is all about positivity and accepting people, which is something I support, so, yeah.
So good, and if it were up to me, you would watch it in its entirety the whole way through. But I realize it's kind of long, so if you have a short...
You know what else is long? My cock. Pretty much people who watch her videos apparently don't watch the whole thing, so, you know, I'm not gonna either, so, you know, it's great.
Let's remind ourselves what it means to be asexual, and who better to do that than a person who claims the identity themselves? Amelia?
I'm Amelia Ace. I'm an ace.
She just looks weird. Like, I'm not here trying to be mean or anything, but she just looks, like, insane. Oh my god, she just looks so angry. Like, she wants to kill me. Stop intimidating me, love.
I'm an asexual, biromantic YouTuber who's...
What the flip? Asexual, biromantic. I've never heard the term biromantic before. Is that actually a word? Biromantic. And this is all like social constructs. They're not biological, may I just say. And here's the thing with social constructs. They're dependent on people, and people are dumb. I'm dumb. Everyone's dumb. Like, literally, every single person doesn't know everything. People always have dumb aspects about them. So, social constructs are effectively wrong. That's great.
Identified as asexual since I was 16 years old. In simple terms, asexuality is when you don't experience sexual attraction, which kind of means you don't experience targeted sexual desire. Like a lot of gender and sexual identities, asexuality exists on a spectrum. This is because asexual people can experience their asexuality in a lot of different ways. There are a whole bunch of identities under the asexual spectrum, but the two most commonly talked about are demisexual and grey asexual.
I'm so ill right now. Are you flipping kidding me? There's a comparable line. Oh my god. And she's even making a joke like WTF. Like, oh, there's so many terms. But you know she genuinely believes this. So I don't know why she's making a joke out of this. And what's this? Lead sexuality? What the flip does that mean? You like lead? Lead is bad for you. Do not be attracted to lead. I don't get this. How can you be asexual and experience sexual attraction in certain scenarios? That contradicts the definition that she literally gave to it. This just doesn't make any sense to me. And I know there's going to be people saying, oh, Cameron, you're just unaccepting of people. You're a flipping horrible guy. I'm not. I'm just trying to be logical, and there's no logic behind this. It's all made up. This is not biology. Biology makes sense. This doesn't make sense.
If you are demisexual, you don't experience sexual attraction until a strong emotional bond has been formed.
Okay, I believe that that exists, but does it really need a flipping line with like 8 different words? No, it doesn't. So that's all I'm saying. I think it's a bit over the top, you know? It's just sexuality. I don't get why people get so flipping fussed about it.
It's important to realise that sexual attraction and libido are two different things. Sexual attraction is about who you are attracted to, whereas libido is about your sex drive. Someone can be asexual and still have a high sex drive because the desire for sex or sexual contact doesn't have to be directed at someone.
What the flip? How can you have sex with an object? How does that make any sense? But can we just search up what the definition of bloody sex is? It's just intercourse. That's it. You can't do that with a bloody plant, can you? What are you on about, love? God.
Asexual people have different levels of comfort when it comes to sex and physical intimacy.
Everyone does. Not just asexuals. How does this make any sense? If you're asexual and you find things sexually attractive, you're not asexual. You're just kind of weird if it's not people. I'm sorry, if you are sexually attracted to things that aren't people, that's just a little weird, really. Come on.
Some asexual people are turned off even by the idea of kissing, whereas other asexual people might like to sleep around or be uncomfortable with the idea of sex with a partner, but perfectly happy to masturbate.
Okay.
In short, it all depends on the individual, and you shouldn't assume just because someone's asexual that all physical intimacy is off the table.
Yes, you should assume that, because that's literally what the definition means. Right, scientific proof. Come on. Is asexuality scientifically proven? Okay. I understand that some people just won't have, like, anywhere near as of a sex drive. That makes sense. But, like, when people are like, I'm asexual, but I like the idea of sex, that means you're not asexual, because then you have an interest in it. I just don't get what she's on about. My brain is so confused. Why is this harder to understand than flipping NMR? NMR! This Schmidt! How's this easier to understand than flipping these crazy women? What the flip? I don't have a problem with people who are gay. At all. I don't have a problem with people who don't want sex. They literally say, I'm not into sex. Like, that doesn't affect me at all. That's completely acceptable. But when people are like, well, I don't want sex. I don't like sex, but I masturbate and I have sex. It just doesn't make sense.
Milo? Hi, I'm Milo Stewart, and I use they, them pronouns. My identity is a little bit complicated. Most of the time, out in my actual life, I use the term bisexual if I'm asked to describe my sexual orientation. A lot of times I can't tell if sex is difficult for me because I'm on the A spectrum, or because I have a history of trauma.
And then when someone's like, oh yeah, I'm asexual, but then they say that they tell other people that they're bisexual, it's literally the opposite. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm going to end this video here. I'm really ill still. I should be better soon. I don't know. I think it's I think I got flu or something. It's really bad. Be sure to leave me a like. If you enjoyed this video, I know that this video is going to get a lot of dislikes. I'm not even going to lie, but I don't care. I'm being honest. I apologize for the honesty. Truth is painful. That's what I say. Subscribe to the channel if you're new today, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.